are live. Yes, all right. Stay there. Hi and welcome. Thanks for coming in. Whoops, trying to get this tripod to stay stable. Got it, okay. So I'm doing 17 things at once. That's the idea about slowing down, not. Hey, how you doing, Heather? Oh, this is for Heather. I have 1 bar left. I've been devouring this stuff. It's so good. Thank you so much for this gift. I love the chocolate. I'm a big fan of dark chocolate, and your stuff is primo. So I may be ordering some at some point if I can hold off not getting too addicted to it. So thank you for that, chick. And again, for those just joining me, this chocolate is awesome. So you got to find out Heather's stuff. HK Terry 1, follow her because she's got some of the best chocolate I've ever tasted. So there's a plug for you. Happily do a testimonial or endorsement on your chocolate anytime in the future, by the way. So yeah, great stuff. All right, so thank you for joining me. Welcome to the Perry 10K Share-a-thon. I'm number 5, and I'm going to be doing my own 10-minute presentation first. Then I'll do a 5-minute bridge to the second round, which Miss Steph with an F will be heading up at 5 to the hour, at 55, around the hour, you know, that thing. So, hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. If you're here for the first time, please make sure you do swipe right on the iPhone or up on the Droid and tap follow me or find on my profile. Also, please share it on Twitter and invite your followers on Periscope. It'd be much appreciated. So what are the available questions? The question of the day, the topic, as you can see in my title, is it time to slow down to speed up? And I'm going to get to that in a moment. And by the way, I did do the hashtags for 2016 and for winter to get the hashtag for get 2016 and snowflakes in the heart, so you can tap the screen and get a whole variety of pretty emojis. So first of all, let me introduce myself. Now you're here. Thanks for joining me, by the way, and thanks for sharing on Periscope and on Twitter, and for coming and playing with me. My name is Barry Selby. I am a relationship expert, teacher, guide, consultant, and a passionate supporter of the feminine and the masculine in life in general. I do daily love scope about love and relationships, and I'm going to get to that moment, Yvonne. Jumping ahead. You see, you're running ahead of me, and I've got 10 minutes, so I'm going to take some time to slow down on this topic. I am a #1 best-selling author, and this is what you can use as my example. This is my book, 50 Ways to Love Your Lover. Yes, it's a fairly thick book, but very readable, legible, and available to you on my website. Also available in physical book, Kindle, and ebook. So, yeah, right, you slow down, Yvonne. But I want to speak to this, because this actually is one of the points that I'm making about slowing down to speed up. When I first started marketing and sharing my business, this is going back a few years ago now, one of my friends, who's a marketing, PR, branding type expert, said, put out on social media what you believe about relationships. Relationships, that's my work, which I'd never done before. And is that Michaela in the room? So there you are. Hey, Michaela, nice to have you. I haven't seen you for a while. It sold out on Amazon. The chocolate or my book? Because my book's still available on Amazon. It's a print to order, so you should get it, no problem. If the chocolate sold out, that's really scary. It shouldn't be. It's a print to order, and Amazon prints it so they can get it done. Hi, Miss Cindy, good to have you here. Anyway, back to the topic. I want to get to this point. This book came from social media posts. It did what? What happened was I had been invited, as I said, by my friend to put out social media what I believe about relationships. So I did put out posts every day, 2, 3, 4, 5 things about love and relationships that I thought were important. At the end of the time, I'd saved them into a Word document because they were just disappearing up my newsfeed. And I was thinking, I'll do a workshop or something or an article about this stuff. For 2 weeks, I did nothing. Well, for 2 weeks, I ignored a still voice, small voice inside saying, write a book. And it was a slowing down, finally, because I was doing other things and having a tap off. I love it. Angela, nice to have you here. So, thank you, Kimberly. I love that. Like doing tap off. What happened was I was so busy doing other stuff, I didn't listen to the voice inside. Hang on a second, sorry. Itchy nose. So, I've got stuff spread out so far, I've got to keep leaning back and forward. The simple point was that when I did slow down and listen to that voice inside, which is when that voice speaks is when we slow down, the book came through. Literally, because that voice said, write a book, and I'd been hearing that voice in the back somewhere, but I'd been ignoring it because I was too busy doing stuff, rushing and being fast. When I slowed down and listened to that voice, it said, write the book. And I literally, in my head, asked the question to that voice, how would I do that? It laid out a list of everything I need to do, which I already knew how to do. In 6 weeks, I had the first draft of this book, once I had slowed down to get that. So that experience, and it's happened a few times in my life along the way, has become such a inspiration, but also as a reminder that something of this magnitude, because it's become a very big piece of my work, and it's also allowed for me to be on 8 telesummits in 2015. I've got 2 already booked for next year as well. No, I didn't write the book in 6 weeks. It took me 2 years to finish it. That's a whole other conversation about my issues showing up about being an author and other stuff. But it took me 6 weeks to do the first draft. Different title, but it was the first part of this. And it was, most of the content of this book was done in 6 weeks. So yeah, that was quite something. But again, it was slowing down so that I could speed up. Because once it became clear, I could start writing, and it came through. It wasn't a machine, it was a flow, to be honest. So, Michaela, it was actually the flow of that. And that was the joy of this process, was because I'm still going, I'm an author? Nice quote there. Thank you, Wendy. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Exactly. And that's the thing for me right now. In fact, the last week of the year, I've been putting off for 4 days writing an email to my list because I've been distracted by social excitement and hot festivities. But I'm writing an email to my audience, my list, inviting them to sign up for my programs because January 1st, I've been guided, and I've been putting it off again for 3 months because my coaches keep telling me this. January 1st, I'm putting my rates up for my coaching and my programs. So I'm inviting my audience to get into the programs they've been looking at for the last 6 months now because time is up. But it took me slowing down again to listen. It took me slowing down to follow that innate guidance, to basically be confident enough and comfortable enough saying my rates are too low. Because my coaches have been telling me. But I'm like, no, they're fair. And it was a slowing down to sit with the guidance I was receiving, key there, by the way, was, if I sit with the price points of my coaching, and it sounds very nuts and bolts, but it's the truth of this, I realize clearly that the value I deliver far exceeds what I've been charging. So it's time to increase my rates to be fair to myself. And that one took a stretch to do that, because part of me is going, how can I charge for this? Especially because it's so amorphous, because I'm talking about heart matters, healing and transformation and directional focus for my clients to attract what they really want in their lives and their love. 6 minutes, so I've got a minute left to wrap up mine and then 5 minutes to introduce the next part. Listening is important, yes. That was such a profound piece of this for me, was to sit still enough. Not so much just to listen, but also to embrace and embody my value. Now, I've been on this journey for 30 plus years. So, it's been I'm still having trouble with it too, because I haven't actually changed the pages yet with the prices on them. But I'm going to. That's the reason I've been putting off the email for 4 days too, because it's almost a part of me going, I need to write the email to my list. What if they leave me, and all the self-talk, which I'm also quite expert at teaching because I do a lot of my own self-talk issues. So I am writing the email, send it out later on today as a summary for the year, and also as a invitation for them to get in now. This week is the last week at my current rates because they're going up. And it's like the end of year special. Well, it's the end of year opportunity because next year it changes. And what I keep hearing from people is that people value the more they invest. So it's an interesting process. Diana, that's a great truth, and that is that people cannot listen because they're concentrating on what they're going to say when you are done speaking. Yes, that is a trap, and that's part of my work in my coaching, is to not preform an answer, because I'm working with my clients' hearts particularly. My work a lot of times is to listen to them talk until the end they're sharing, so I can then process what they said and respond with absolute clear feedback, rather than having an assumption about what they're saying and then jumping in with an answer that doesn't answer the question. So I'm very passionate about this too in my work. So absolutely, you're right on about that. So thank you for that quote. I agree with you, definitely. Vital. I think I'm getting, yes, I think I'm up to my 10 minutes is up in terms of the topic. Now I've got 5 minutes to just introduce you to what's coming next. And thank you for following me. And by the way, if you've been joining my scope, if you joined and enjoyed, articulate that, my scope this last 10 minutes, please make sure you are following me already. So you can swipe right on the iPhone or up on the droid or tap the little guy in the corner, bring up my profile and tap follow me. And of course, share this and watch the replays and share it with your friends and followers on Periscope. I do a Love Scope every day as my own teaching, as well as doing Periscope with the Perry 10K group, which I love. Perry 10K, what can I say about it? My favorite group on Facebook. Yes, on Facebook, because Periscope doesn't have groups, but we do have groups on Facebook. I'm in several Periscope groups based on Facebook, and Perry 10K is my favorite, period, bar none. Partly because of the crazy characters in the group, and you know who you are, but also because of the motivation and the inspiration and the message of our group. Perry 10K is, as I call it, the TED P, not the TEDx, but the TED P talks of Periscope. We're a group of inspired, motivated, goofy, and powerful speakers who teach, speak, and share our knowledge and insights. And it's one of my favorite things about Periscope is this opportunity through this group called Perry 10K. If you're interested in that, make sure you go to perry10k.com/join, and somebody will post that up in the comments, I know. And thanks for tapping into that as well. And also know that up next will be Steph with an F, Stephanie Renat, excuse me. I'm glad you're here. Yes, Yvonne, it's nice to have you here. This is what we do every day. 7 days a week, we do a share-a-thon. Sometimes it's one long share-a-thon, sometimes it's 2 one-hour rotations. And this is the regular weekly one, with round 1 and round 2. And I'll be on today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. I got into the scopes, which is great. There's Stephanie. She's up next. Make sure you're following her. And the lady with the pink hair. Steph, you're amazing. And that's what we're about, is to share a topic over a 2-hour window that you get different perspectives, different flavors, different accents, and different resources available to you, which is one of the gifts I think Perry 10K brings forward. So thank you for being with us, and thanks for being with me. She's going to be up next. Oh, my pleasure. This is my passion. If you're watching my scopes, by the way, I don't have my sheets in front of me. What do I do? Oh, they're over there. If you just join Periscope, by the way, a little sidebar thing, make sure you've got an account with catch.me, Katch.me. You'll find all of my previous scopes on catch.me. It's an automatic, free archive site for your Periscope broadcast, because 24 hours after your scope's done, it's gone. So that's a little tip. So all my scopes about love and relationships are all stored there, and I'm going to start moving them into my website at some point. But the thing about Periscope is we are in the moment. We are live, and Perry 10K brings a powerful message to you from this place. I've got a minute left, 2 minutes left, so Stephanie, you're going to go up in a moment. So we can put up emojis again just one more time, so that they can find you and follow you. And in about 2 minutes, I'll be handing the keys of the kingdom over to you, and you can take it on from there. Thanks, Kimberly, for hosting this one, by the way. It's nice to have you back in the group, so I haven't seen you for a while. And that's what I like about Periscope, by the way. We build community. And that's the thing you notice in my scope. People were saying hi to each other and connecting with each other. That's one of the things about Periscope and about Perry 10K I love. No, Kevin, I think that Garth has the keys to Buck Palace. Very funny. What I love about this is the fact that we are community and we're family. There's so many of us in connection in this group who we've never met in person. We meet online through this medium. And there are people who I will be meeting, both in, San Francisco, hopefully in January, but also we're going to meet sometime other places in the world over the next couple of years. We'll be traveling and meeting each other and seeing each other. Okay, 1 minute. So I'm wrapping up. I love Perry 10K. Perry10k.com/join is where you can find out more about it. Thanks for being here. Stephanie's up next, and somebody's going to let me know when she's live, and we're going to follow her in about 30 seconds. Thanks for joining me, and make sure you do follow me, because I do a love and relationships Periscope broadcast every day, most days, and today was Man Up Monday. And if you didn't see it, go back and watch it for the men especially. I get very passionate about that. Ladies, you get your own day on Wednesday. That's Woman Up Wednesdays. So anyway, that's my personal plug. Make sure you're my pleasure. Thank you, Yvonne. Glad to be here. And thanks also for being here too. That's it. I think I'm waiting. We're waiting. We're sitting. It's like I ran out of material. Periscope is very, what's the word I'm looking for? A great place to play and to stretch, because sometimes you find yourself going, I ran out of things to say. And that's okay. Thanks for the hearts, by the way. Thanks for following me. Thank you for being part of my community and for being my place to share and play and teach and inspire on Periscope. Because if you weren't here, it'd be kind of boring. So thank you for that. And I'm waiting for Stephanie to go live. She should be live in a moment. Someone let me know, and then I'll be with you guys following her into the next second hour of the Perry 10K Share-a-thon. So again, 2 hours a day, inspiration, motivation, powerful messages from the heart by up to about a dozen speakers and teachers about what we believe about a certain topic. And today is fun, because today one is about slowing down to speed up. Because 2016 is right around the corner, and we are getting ready for a brand new year. And my personal wish is 2016 is your best year ever. That's what I'm hoping for myself, so of course I hope it for you too. All right, so I'm waiting here now for Miss Stephanie to go live, because she should be live any second. Somebody's going to let me know when she is live, and we can go across and watch her. Anybody? Let me know, please. Yes? All right, we're waiting. Oh, your birthday. There she is. Okay. My pleasure. Joy to be here. Well, we're waiting. Okay. Oh, your newbie starts on your birthday. Interesting. Interesting way of doing it. Hi, Jessica. Nice to have you here, too. See, we're joining in. Just waiting to see when Steph joins, because she's up now. Any moment now, in fact. So, wait to hear. Wait to see. Waiting for a post. Hi, Val. Well, I see everyone's joining in the scope now. Nice to see you here. I didn't see you join me earlier. It's nice to be here. Hi, Heather. Good to see you here again, too. And again, thanks again for the chocolate. Just waiting to hear what's happening with the, about what your thoughts about love and respect. Oh, you were early. Okay. I didn't realize. What are my thoughts about love and respect? That's going to take a lot more than just 2 seconds. Okay, we're still waiting for Steph. Oh, the book. If you go to 50waystoloveyoulover.com, that's on my website, or barryselby.com/book. You'll find out all about the book there and my information about it. It's on Amazon as a physical book, like this, Kindle and ebook. And love and respect are hand in hand. That's a simple answer. I can go into much more detail than that. But love is an interesting concept, conversation, teaching. So I'm very passionate about it. So America 1987, I don't know your name. Let me see if you show your profile. America? Just message me, or message me over Twitter. I can answer your question more directly if you want. Yeah, I've done scopes on this. I've done scopes on this a lot. Again, I've got 250 plus scopes out on Catch about love and relationships. So Steph is live. Great. All right. Hey Fabian, good to see you. I've just been getting interrupted on Periscope watching other people's scopes because you've been back and forth about Teachable, which has been great. I'm going to catch up on those messages. All right, I'm shutting down to go watch Steph. Come join me. Round 2 of the Periscope Perry 10K Share-a-thon starts right now.